Yes, you tell everybody, but it's women who have no clue about menopause.
Yeah. So these ladies, like I had one.
I like that. Yeah.
Flower.
That looks.
That is how we just do flower in Guyana.
Look like a rose. So I have these ladies come in, like one, I forgot, she's 50 something, and she doesn't understand why her period, she always had her period every month.
And she know why it gone.
And now it's skipping every other month. It's not So I had to explain to her, you are at this age. And then I start telling her all the things that's going to be happening. And then you can see like
The light
bulb.
and she's nodding her head. It's almost like if I'm prophesying. I said, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be like this. You're going to be like this. Down there is going to be dry. Intercourse is going to be painful. And you're not going to have interest anymore. And she says, yes.
And she can, and light bulb come on. Yes. And listen, the woman thinking something wrong with you,
Right.
Yeah.
She thinking there's something wrong with you, real bad.
Yeah. And that's all. And she left satisfied.
Because knowledge is power.
I didn't have to touch her, run, no, just explain what's happening.
Yes.
Reassured her.
My auntie, when she was working, she used to have me slap her back at night with this thing called, she used to call it surgical. It's like
Not like alcohol?
It's an alcohol thing, but she called it surgical. Me don't know what it is. I was a little girl. And looking back, I understand what it is now. So she said, if I could slap she back at night, that she hot. So we slap she back, and so my entire back every night. Then years later, I went away and I went home for vacation. And she tell me all she concerns and ailments and so. She said, girl, me don't know, but all them years we been baking. Because she was a bake. She said, now all the heat and walk out my body, and it's from the baking. And I'm watching she is saying, all this time I think my auntie's a Catholic first class woman who know things. I said, since when my auntie comes to stripping?
Goodness.
Because she didn't understand what was happening. She said,
Nobody explained to
the
her.
heat walking out your body from all them years of baking.
Wow.
Wow. I said, wow. She know better.
This is 30 minutes.
And so I'm asking myself, what are the conversations of the older people at all? What were those conversations like?
What were they talking about?
Yeah, so in my line of work as a cultural rhetorician, I focus on women and village women particularly, the rhetorics of village women. And so I make it a point that wherever I go, I sit and listen to women. You would not believe the things you hear when you sit and listen to women, because there's a lot to learn and a lot of commiseration that goes on. And we begin to see, and I'm thinking, maybe they had things that they talked about that we weren't privy to, but a lot didn't come down to us because I never hear no conversation about menopause growing up. You hear all manner of stuff. Menopause, nah. They must say you to walk out your body. They must say you to walk.
My grandmother used to tell
They say your body want to kill you. I feel a little awkward here because I ain't doing this in a long, long time.
I am so glad we gave you this opportunity.
You glad for the opportunity.
So,
my name is Vanessa.
people,
Vanessa, we are rearrange my thing for.
Because I
Sprinkle that little floor.
I see me running out of space.
No, Vanessa, you got to raise. Those things got to rise.
it needs.
It's gonna spread.
Yes, it's supposed to.
I don't look like
So-
anything in this.
Apparently, menopause, people have different experiences with it. From eavesdropping, I heard stories about my cousin's wife mother. she used to be having seizures.
What?
Seizures.
I hear this because people were mad. One girl said she recognized her mother at all. She couldn't enjoy her mother. The lady was a lunatic.
Yes.
Mad.
Couldn't figure out. She go all kind of doctor, went to community hospital, as the Adventist hospital in Trinidad, and they couldn't figure out what was going on with this lady. She lost all sense of smell.
Oh gosh.
She couldn't smell the food. She couldn't taste her food. Yeah, and the even thing was over.
Pretty common.
You know that's how we
Pretty
are.
common.
Anything happens, somebody do it. Until after she transitioned, oh my goodness,
Back to normal.
that nothing happened.
What do you mean she transitioned?
Through the menopause.
When
she
she was apparently maybe she was perimenopausal.
So after menopause she came back to herself.
She was normal.
Post
Her
menopause.
smell come back.
Wow.
No more seizures. Doctor couldn't figure out why she getting seizures.
One girl said, she lived for when she is able to make money so she can, because her mother had a hard life and she wanted to make sure her mother was good. Make a good life for her mom, but by the time she brought her mother to the States, she didn't recognize her mother. Woman lunatic, woman cuss she out. She can't stand the woman can't stand she. And then her mother died because she died shortly after. She did everything for her, but her mother couldn't appreciate it. She changed. And then when she entered menopause, she understood.
realized.
And she said, oh my God, my mother was going through menopause and this woman just became a different person. And I've heard women say they don't recognize their own self.
Wow.
Much more men recognizing them. They know what's going on.
That
It hit
friend,
them hard.
that lady we were with Tuesday. Remember
Oh, yes,
I told you
yes,
she
yes.
was mean-spirited?
Yes. All right, so let's go see. Lemon frosting
And put on top.
and put on top, yeah.
You remember,
When you forget the cinnamon, the ground cinnamon, you break it before you don't hit. It is all improvisation. So they would charge the cinnamon stick in a pan, and then they would pound it in the mortar.
oh,
So it would come out fine, yes.
so it's easy
And then they
to...
sift it, yes. Vanessa, in Japan, I have my turmeric from Trinidad.
Oh, okay.
From Torah. She's very mustache when she comes. Even if it's 2 years, she go back. I get my nutmeg in the packet. I got my Mabi bar.
Bring it and I hold it.
I got everything.
So what Mobby comes in? A bar?
It's a bar.
Oh, a
You
bar.
never seen Mabi?
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard about it.
Mabi's a bar.
I'll show you.
I've heard about it.
I know, this woman got egg in box. Hey.
This is what I use. This is 6.
She measuring she egg. This is Caribbean black cake. Different style. Listen, we are busy professionals. We don't do this every day. But the culture can't come out of us. Let me tell you, I wanted to eat this black cake like nobody's business. You would think the pregnant and the baby mark.
Ask her, is she breathing?
You're talking about baby Mark too? I was just talking
Yeah, don't
about
get to
that.
eat baby mark too. Yes, it's got to eat because your baby can get mark. Tell what is mark done there. You are the thing. You're the pediatrician body.
My aunt have one.
What is
My
it?
grandmother said that she was eyeing a mango on a tree, the last mango, a wrong mango. And then one day when she decided, okay, mango good, time to get this mango. When she goes, she see it gone.
Like the honesty.
So she was pregnant, and she said she had her hand on her hip, and she do like this. You mean somebody picked that mango? The child born with a birthmark like a mango right when she hit it.
Whoa.
Yep, they have
So
those
much you
things
think?
in Nassau. I don't know.
What are they saying, Bahamas?
Same thing. If you don't give her whatever she wants right now, she gonna mark the baby. Pregnant woman. She gonna mark the baby. So you better give it to her.
Well, we didn't get no mark, so I guess we might eat all what she's supposed to eat. No birthmark.
They give her what she's supposed to
Yeah, just talking to
So what we
somebody.
doing now, Tora? We're waiting the
Lemon zest.
lemon zest.
This lemon is It ain't hard enough.
Mom, you gotta find the right grater. This can be more grater than the lalo. Well, these things travel in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I thought we were making black egg this year. Oh, last year, New Year's Eve, we were at Michelle making pepper pot. That's right. We were making pepper pot. It wasn't New Year's Eve, it was Sunday, because I had to go back the day after.
New Year's
time. It was pepper pot. We were on the base.
What is pepper pot? Like a chicken soup?
No, ma'am. Pepper pot is a Guyanese dish that's made of cashew, which came from the Amerindians, the indigenous. You know about cashew? Cashew is like a brown caramelized liquid. It's thick, but it's tightly sweetish. But it's made from the bitter cassava. The cassava, let me get to the seed. Cassava comes in different varieties. You get the bitter cassava, they're usually big. You're not supposed to eat them because they have chemical that's poisonous. I'm not sure if it's arsenic or cyanide, one of those. I think it's arsenic. Arsenic. Yeah. So, don't quote me, but it's some kind of a thing, yes. But when they grate it, we had a poem we used to say as a kid. Grate the cassava, squeeze it until it is dry. But don't throw away the water, for it could make you die. Pound the cassava, sift it nice and fine. Bake it on a baking pan, but do it in the nick of time. That's the cassava bread. But the water that you're supposed to throw away, they don't throw it away. They put it in a big pot and boil it for several hours, I guess, until it becomes this brown caramelized liquid. Scholars are fascinated by that because it works as a preservative for meat. So they say the Amerindians will put that in meat and preserve it. The pot don't really spoil unless you warm it up. It preserves meat. And remember, the Amerindians were nomadic. They would move from place to place. They catch their rabbit, their booty, whatever. They put it inside. But somebody claimed that Amerindians didn't really make pepper pot. They made a thing called chuma pot with their meat, and they put all of that inside. Pepper pot, I think, was a fusion of African culture and American culture because the African brought spices. So we put the cinnamon and what else you put inside? Anise, star anise, yes, star anise. You put mace, you think. You put in all these different condiments with your meat. You can put beef, pork, what else is it? You can mix those. It's not really chicken. It's not chicken. It's cow heel, oxtail. You don't put tripe. So that is what it is. Nice, sweetish, caramelized, lovely dish that we have at Christmas time. It's not a wedding food. It's a Christmas time food and a New Year's food. Of course, people just sell it all kind of times nowadays, so it becomes so normalized. But if you go to New York, you can go to some Guyanese restaurant and you can go any time of year. But when I was growing up, it was a special thing for Christmas time. It wasn't a birthday food, it wasn't a wedding food, none of that.
And now you can find it at weddings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good for wedding because it's like a sauce, like a soup like. Oh. So on New Year's Day and Christmas Day, in Guyanese household, you get fresh bread and a bowl of pot, and you dunk your bread inside. Some people eat it with rice, but it's ideally the bread. It's for breakfast with the
I'm
bread.
thinking if that's ever used for wedding, it might be country wedding, right?
No, it's not a wedding thing at all.
Yeah, I don't see it as a wedding.
No, because it will be messy. Yeah.
That's true.
It's not the thing for wake and all of that. But
do not judge me.
people call pepper.
And don't tell my grandmother.
Different islands have pepper pot, different things. I think Antigua and pepper pot is a whole different thing. When you say having pepper pot, my sister Clark into the pepper pot, she said what is. I think they're vegetables and stuff. That's not what Guyanese pepper pot is. Guyanese pepper pot is a meat dish. All right. There goes Betty. Betty, go on in there.
Lucky number 2.
So this one here, Tori, is regular flour.
Yes,
So you're gonna mix the regular flour with Betty Crocker. You see how the thing going?
that's to make it heavy.
Yes.
You know,
The regular flour is because we want a heavy
Because
cake.
it's gonna- yes.
Because the Betty Crocker get
that's what makes
baking powder and so. And we don't want no light cake. That cake's supposed to be heavy. You know what really gets me mad? When I go to eat a Christmas black cake, it's like wedding cake. I don't want wedding cake at Christmas. Wedding cake does be kind of softer and mushy because remember, you got to put a little behind your ears. When I someone look at me like in a tone of ice, you never hear about that?
Yes.
No.
What do you mean behind it?
When you get married,
All right,
all the
see, let me
unmarried
hear it either.
girls got to get little cake behind the ears.
What in the
Literally?
madness?
Yes!
I never hear that.
Never.
Let us say you getting married and you get some little cousins and stuff come on the wedding. You know, like the flower girls and the attendants and so. They say, come, you take a, because the wedding cake that's mash up, it has to be soft. And it's dab little behind your ears so. No, I'm not going to sleep with that because I'm so proud.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Never hear that.
Yeah.
That's one that didn't make it.
They make it to the Bahamas and then make it to Trinidad. Yes, I get it. That's definitely a Guyanese thing. All right. You ever heard about the wedding cake behind your ears? No, man. You turn American too quick. You last at all.
That's not our.
It's a tall thing. That's a big one, yeah.
Never heard that one.
And that must be very Guyanese. Yes. We had a bun of sugar. Well, that is where the catch is. The bun sugar is either hit or miss. Oh, wait. The girl, you bun it already? Flat tie?
You think she easy?
She prepare? Good. Because it has fell off the old house.
Yep, I did that sometime yesterday. Okay. So I got 6 eggs here. I'm going to make a well.
You, Vanessa, you know to cook? Vanessa just in a way. I am this thing, peeping in bowls.
I feel Vanessa, she take education from early.
So,
That's why.
but who said we didn't take education from early too? Vanessa, you grew up with grandmother?
Not really.
You see, that's why. You miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with grandmother.
I grew up with grandmother.
Education,
I grew up around
education, you're in that kitchen.
Let me tell you, my father said everybody got to make bread. Every Sunday, we got to make 10-pound bread, 3-pound buns for snack during the week. He said, oh, yeah, I'll pick it in this house and I make bread. Not at all. And mind you, we had helper, you know. We had helper in the house. But you answered, no, I'm not making no bread. You got to make bread. I said, good, yeah, I think enough to make bread.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now these kids can't even cook rice.
And so that's why a lot of times you can eyeball it, this stuff, because you know what it's supposed to look like. You know how to heft it. You know what it's hefting? When it's, you got to teach us your culture.
No, dear.
Lift.
Heft.
If it.
You take the thing, like the butter. If you want to know how much butter, you go like so. Let me heft it.
No, never heard
this,
that
this feel like a quarter pound. Yes.
Never heard that
You
word.
heft it.
You know, in market, you used to see women doing that.
Yeah.
You want to buy certain amount, they do like this.
And they said, they're good. And then they said, man, give me little boxes, or a little extra. Then just, this is about quarter pound, this is about half pound. They got it in the field. I haven't made roti in a long time, so I went to the recipe, but it's years to make roti, and I only make roti when I come here. Yeah. Well, this is roti for Guyanese. This style is bus-up shot for the Trinidadians and the Tobagonians. But we don't call it bus-up shot. Trinidadian call it bus-up. What you guys call it, roti too?
No, I mean, they call it paratha.
Paratha, okay.
Yeah, or bus-up shot, it's more Trinidad. Roti and all those things, that's more
The
Trinidad.
woman was asking me last night if it's paratha. I said, I don't know.
Paratha.
Don't tell you, but tell somebody about we making this thing.
No.
They're coming for eat.
No. She in Maine.
Oh, she in Maine, good, because we entertaining. Like the thing what the lady do in in Palau come invite yourself to the black cake.
But
We ain't doing that.
which was a good thing, Pauline, because that's how we came up with the recipe.
Yes.
We did it again. And we said,
did it again?
Pauline.
Yes, we did it again. Mhm.
Yeah, we end up giving her.
You had to.
We give she.
Big issue, and we had to go back and make more.
So we said this time we writing down
Everything.
Gotcha.
Because we eyeball it the last time.
Yes,
And it
yes.
was good.
Because we were doing everything the
This
traditional
was an
way.
experiment except for the belly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how, so when you mix it, you know it's good enough. You put the spoon
And stand
in the
up?
middle and it stand
Stand
up.
up, yes.
So all that we did. But the second time we kept adding flour and memorizing the cake.
Yeah, because we kept adding until we know
We look at it.
the measurements. Because my grandmother then would roll in the grave
Right.
if them see me doing this
Madness is
slackly.
Yes, madness.
But me grandmother then I had to go clinic and see patients. Then I had to go a classroom and lecture. All I had to do was stay home and do stuff. We got things to do.
Yes, yes.
Very sure
What
then.
make up? Oh, we put molasses, I believe.
Molasses not only.
Oh,
We don't burn no sugar, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, we burn the sugar.
But burnt sugar is not similar to molasses.
Molasses is sugar cane extract.
Yeah, well, where did sugar come from?
The byproduct of sugarcane process.